Let us now find the two relations by using the relation between current and drift velocity NEAVD that we have just calculated. Now, relation between current and mobility. We know that mobility VD is related by the formula. We know that mu is equal to VD by E. So VD is equal to mu into E. So I is equal to NEA into mu E. So this is the relation between the current and drift velocity. Also we know that VD is given by QE tau by M. So putting this value in this relation, I is equal to NEA. Instead of VD we will put QE tau by M. So this is the relation between the current and the electric relaxation time tau. Here instead of Q we can put the charge E because we are talking about the current flow. So that will become N E square A E tau by M. So this is the another relation. Next topic is Ohm's law. This is very well known law that you have studied in your previous classes also. According to this law, the current I flowing across the ends of the conductor through the conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference applied across its ends, provided the physical conditions like temperature, pressure, strain, etc. are kept constant. So these things must be written while writing the definition, according to which I is directly proportional to the potential difference applied when these conditions are to be satisfied. For example, if we are talking about the temperature, suppose the temperature of the conductor increases. In this case, the collision of the electrons with the atoms or ions becomes so random and so vigorous that due to these collision they will suffer some resistance, and hence the value of current will decreases in spite of the applied voltage remains same. So in this situation, I is not directly proportional to V. So the conditions are temperature, pressure, strain, etc. should be kept constant. So I is directly proportional to V, or V is directly proportional to I, or V is equal to Ri, where R is a constant of proportionality and is called the resistance of the conductor. We will discuss about this definition also. Now if we plot a graph between the V and I, suppose we have kept V here and I along this axis, then naturally from this relation this is a straight line inclined to the horizontal axis, right? Now for example, now if two wires, the resistance of two wires has to be given from the, and we have to calculate its value from the graph, then how would we calculate? Actually you can see here, if we draw a point here and join these lines, in this case this is V and this is I, and it means the perpendicular upon base. We have studied that the value of tangent theta is equal to perpendicular upon base, which represent the slope of the line. We have studied in the previous classes slope of line. So V upon I is equal to slope of line, or that is equal to R. If from this relation V upon I is equal to R, it means the slope of line will represent the value of resistance R. Now for example, we are having two conductors A and B. From the graph we have to judge which of the conductor is having more resistance. Clearly from this, more is the slope, more is the resistance. Since the slope of wire B is more, so it means B will have higher resistance. Similarly, if we reverse means if we are taking I along the vertical line and B along the horizontal line, in this case 1 upon R is representing the slope, means higher the slope, lesser will be the resistance. So if I draw the graph for two wires A and B, in this case the slope of B is more, so its resistance will be less. So from this we can calculate the value of resistance with the help of the graph between V and I.